Y'all saw the title of this video before you clicked on. Tell me I'm wrong. You knew this was coming. You had this smoke en route since after you fought Pain. Naruto's rival, student, whatever. 8th Hokage. Yeah. You can suck my big fat... Konohamaru, you have dropped the bag one too many times to the point where at this point in time, I got a hot one in the chamber just for you. You should be privileged. I mean, at this point, I made a whole video just for you, my boy. You knew this was coming. Now, you can call me a classic hater. I feel like this man's character basically peaked when he had that scrap with Pain. And this was all the way back in Shippuden. Before Sage Mode, QB Chakra Mode, 6 Pass Power. And then it's basically been downhill ever since. Pretty sure we didn't even see him in the war. Now, I mean, we saw everybody, even Tenten got screen time, and don't even get me started on Tenten. Surprise, Kishimoto never packed her up too, but that's just me. Since that time, bro has downsized ever since. Had a couple cameos in Naruto the Last, and I mean, clearly my boy got older, but he was still a scrub. Boruto's Next Generations, honestly, it felt like bringing him back as a Chunin felt like an attempt to revive his relevance in the story. But to tell you the truth, outside of being their sensei and being Boruto's big brother within context, it's cool, but it's not enough to sit there and get me excited. But that's just me. Maybe I'm just a little spoiled like that. But before we go even further, I'm gonna need y'all to hit that like button and that subscribe button and join the notification gang. Now, it turns out only 5% of people who actually watch my videos are actually subscribed. Now, the rest of y'all 95, I don't know what y'all do. And you may be able to argue that maybe I did make those numbers up. But the thing is that I'm not saying I did. I'm not saying I didn't. Either way, what I am saying is that you're not subscribed. And we may have a problem here. So you know what to do. Konohamaru's character is a deadbeat. No daddy. Not no diddy. I mean no daddy. Because you know the saying is a deadbeat daddy. But you know he has no kids as far as we know. So you know it's no deadbeat and then daddy just to be funny. Ha. Yeah. Now, I can understand the character being downplayed or watered down, especially because all the OGs got watered down or fizzled out of the story. You know, examples like Shino and Kiba and 1111. You know who I'm talking about. So at this point, it feels like we can maybe look at some top best moments pre-time skip. And yes, I know he's had a couple W's, but at this point, you got to separate it between fact and fiction. You know, filler and canon. And I'd like to say the anime helped a lot. Now, I'm pretty sure this was filler, but that scrap with Jugo was definitely nice. I mean, the animation definitely helped you. You know, I'll give you a couple extra points because that scrap was nice. You know, taijutsu, you know, and you was real slick with it too. Like, you know, you kicked the kunai in his mouth, but I mean, he still ran that fade though. And last I checked, someone gonna have to confirm it below. I'm pretty sure he may have lost that fight. I'm not sure if he won, but you was nice. So you know what? I'm gonna give you props because the animators had you looking kind of crispy. Now, I do remember when Naruto told him, make sure you show the ops that the leaf ain't soft. And of course, despite him using a Rasengan to almost blow this dude's head off, he did get sealed and in a way, and there is a W there because he did show how strong he was and that he weren't no scrub. But I mean, I'm expecting dominance. Like, in my opinion, Kakashi wouldn't have got caught lacking like that. I'm pretty sure that may have been filler. So, can we blame the animators or the writers of the actual episode? Probably. But it's you. So, it still falls on you regardless, my G. You gotta step it up. Especially when you put that Rasengan near his head, the mountain got turned into a whole donut. So, you know what? Props to you. You was looking kind of nice. But we're not done there. And as I was saying before, pretty sure that was all filler. Straight fiction. Biatch! Sorry, I just say things. The L's far outweighed the W's because that fight with Kashi Koji, not gonna lie, had boy frying like bacon fat. And I'm pretty sure that fight was definitely canon. Now, did the anime add some extra scenes? Probably. I mean, what anime doesn't? And was it absolutely hilarious? Absolutely. I do understand that Kashi Koji wasn't your enemy. Technically, he was undercover. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, he made you look like such a scrub. Like, it was nasty work. And I'm pretty sure that was canon. Jigen was out here smacking you up and whatnot because you thought you was that nice. Clearly, the 7th Hokage was looking at you like, yo, bruh, I'm not even sure I can win against this dude. And I'm several times stronger than you. What you even in here fighting for? Dude must have thought that the show was named after him. Clearly, it's not. Stay in your seat. Like, I get it. You can throw hands and you're a Jonin or Chunin or whatever rank you hold and whatnot. It's not like it's even relevant anymore. But let's keep it a whole buck here. Like, you're not that nice. You're just okay. I'd sound like a hater, and you can definitely label me that, but I'm having fun with it. Let me be. Let me live. Ishiki, we're not even going to get into him. But either way, it feels like that was really the most he could do. But it feels like those were really the highlights for him pre-time skip for the Boruto anime. And is it disappointing? Yeah. Does it get more disappointing? Yeah. Now, from getting smacked up to the Hokage's advisor, this made absolutely no sense to me. Could have picked anybody. Kiba, Shino, Kakashi. And I get it, Kakashi was the 6th Hokage and he done and probably in borderline retirement, but I feel like Kakashi would have come out of retirement just to run a couple fades. But you chose this dude. And I get it, he has the most connection to the characters involved, Kawaki, Sarada, Mitsuki, and Boruto because he's their sensei. But dear God, you could have put him as any other position. Cleaner, sanitation engineer, street sweeper, anything. And yes, I do understand that it is the plot that has made me feel this way about him. Because even though he is in the process of actually figuring out everything that's going on, ooh, arresting Boruto got my blood boiling. And is it his fault? No. As much as I'd like to blame him, we do have Ada and Kawaki for that. My point is, I'll be feeling some type of way about the dude. And I get it, he's starting to piece things together and he's starting to figure things out. And he will have his moment in the sun where he's just like, oh snap, that's actually Kawaki and this is Boruto. What have I even been doing? Like, things don't even make sense anymore. Kawaki can't even do a Rasengan. That would end this all. But you know, it'd make the story null and dull. Or dull and numb. Basically trash. But ever since he scrapped with Pain, it feels like he's just downsized ever since. Now, the final thing was the Matsuri situation. Oh my God. You know what's interesting? When I read the chapter, this is what prompted me to make this video. Like, you had her right there. You was diving in the ocean. And the best thing that you could sit there and do, you landed 2 giant Rasengans. And you know what? I'm gonna give you some props for that because you let the enemy get real close. But you dropped the bag again. You literally had the chance to take her out. And now at this point, it's free eats. Oh, nah. Honestly, I feel like if I just let this video go on, I'm gonna just look like a classic hater. But that's just me. Yeah, either way, how do y'all feel? Because I don't know, maybe I'm just being a hater or something to the point where I'm being a little unfair towards Konohamaru. But man, I'm not gonna lie to you, I just haven't been impressed. It's almost like when he was announced as the Hokage's advisor, I wasn't even sitting there thinking, oh, yo, that's crazy. I was like, why you pick this dude? Kakashi would have been a far better fit. But I get it. Not happy with it, but I get it. But yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts below. Did you like last chapter? Did you not like last chapter? Where do you think the story's going next? Either way, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace.